And blessings, everyone. This is Master Voyager, and this is I'm finna go to bed, so I'm gonna do this voice recording while laying down. Chronicles. Now, so this is my bedroom voice, but I want to continue on a video that I did a few days ago. I believe it was called Traditional Pitfalls, or Pitfalls of Traditional something. This is part 2. All right, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share after the video is done, and also comment your thoughts. Now, I feel a burden upon me to really address this issue because I'm going through it, and I want to be there for the person that is possibly going to go through it and need that voice to let you know you're going to be all right. And that's me. And others will come along as well and repeat the same message. Now, I want to parrot what I said in the last video. Your spirits know where you are, and they understand what it is that you have access to. And for the most part, some spirits are very bougie, and they want what they want because they've been spoiled. We spoil them. So that's what they're used to. But just like humans who evolve and who adapt and change, your spirits do the same thing. Don't get it twisted. And let me just say, if you're having an issue with a stubborn spirit, I mean, you've done everything you've known to do to appease that spirit, cleansed yourself, everything, and this spirit is still acting up. Let me tell you something. There is always another spirit out there who will be more than willing to work with you. It might even do a better job, might even appreciate you more. See, don't be afraid to kick some spirits to the curb. Yes, it can be done. And again, the traditionalists, you won't hear them say this because they don't believe in it, but it's true. You can divorce some spirits. Just like you can divorce in the natural, you can divorce some spirits if it's not working out. You can end a covenant or a contract. All right, there may be diverse ways to do that, but that's not really going to be the topic of today's teaching. So your spirits know where you are and what you have access to, and they're understanding. If you come from a pure place and they see your heart, no one should be telling you this is how it is to be done, and it's not going to work if it is not done this way. When you hear someone saying this stuff, I'm not saying they're a liar, but what they're saying is a lie. It's not true. And for some, that's all they know, right? And possibly they get excellent results from doing what they're doing. But does it mean it's going to be right for you? Does it mean it's going to work for you? If they would really be honest, a lot of the appeasements and alignments that they're doing, spiritual alignments, are very trial and error. Because again, sometimes your spirits may not receive it at first. They may need to do it a couple times. Or they may need to tweak a little thing here and there. Your spiritualist can be right and wrong at the same time. That's why it's good to get a few consultations done to see where they line up at, see where they confirm. And at some point, you're going to be hearing very conflicting information, so it could confuse the mess out of you. So this is why you need to have your own form of divination that you can do for yourself, and you need to be aligning with your higher self first and foremost. Okay? In Igbo land, we call it Chi, C-H-I. If you're down with the Yoruba spirituality, Ifa, they call it Ori, Ori, which means your higher self or your personal deity, your personal God, that personal aspect or spark of God that divided itself into the individual called you. Everybody has their own chi. There is no same chi. Comes from the same source, but every chi is individual. It is the same chi that keeps reincarnating itself into different bodies and at different times. That is the first spirit you need to be aligning with, but that's going to be a different video on how to do that. So that spiritualist might be telling you, hey, your spirits want this and need this, and this is how it's supposed to be done. But for some reason, your chi is saying something totally different. You should always listen to your chi, always listen to your higher self. First and foremost, I don't care how accurate this person is. Because if you do it wrong, or if you go against what your spirits are saying, you're going to be the one to pay for it, or you're not going to get no results. But what I really want to bring to the forefront, and this is pretty much the meat of what I want to talk about, is to those of us who are centuries removed from Africa, right? I'm not talking about, first generation, your parents came from Africa, you were born in America or UK or wherever else outside of Africa. No, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to those of us who were descendants of slaves, either in the Americas or in the Caribbean. My folks are from Jamaica or anywhere else. And you've been there for centuries. I'm speaking to you. Why does Spirit want me to encourage you? And it's for what I'm saying is that you will be given advice. Some of the appeasements and alignments, you have to come to Nigeria or Africa to get it done. You can't do it virtually and so and so and so. I repeat, your spirits know where you are and they know what you can do. And there is always an alternative. Things can be negotiable. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Just because you don't believe it, don't mean it's not true. You understand? So those of us that have been centuries removed from Africa, we don't know, most of us do not know our father's village in Africa, where they come from. Most of us don't know where our mother's village is in Africa, where they come from. How are we going to know? We're centuries removed from our ancestral land. All we know is Jamaica. All we know is Brazil. All we know is Honduras, is Panama. We don't know no village in Africa. And some of the traditionalists will be telling you, oh, you got to go to your father's village. You got to go to your mother's village. You got to go to your water of reincarnation and appease the spirits there. I don't know where it's at. So you telling me that I'm effed, pretty much? That it's over? That I'm going to have to be suffering because I can't get to that place? I don't believe it. No, it's not true. Those are strong traditions that have not evolved. Because if the same spirit that you're saying is from my father's village is attacking me because I'm not aligning with it, and it's in Africa somewhere, attacking me over here in the Americas, why can't I call that spirit over here to where I am to receive its appeasements? Yes, it can be done. Don't feel limited. That's my message to you today. Don't feel limited by their advice. They mean well, but you got to be practical about it. Yes, water is water. You can call your water spirits from over there in Nigeria, wherever your native water spirits are from, right over here to California, and they will come immediately to receive your offering and go back. Spirits are not limited by time or space. Always remember that. Flesh and blood is. So if they're telling you, oh, you have to come to Nigeria to do this offering because you got to go visit your father's village and you don't have the money to do it, or you have no way of knowing where that thing is, I can guarantee you that they will probably do another divination to find out maybe the nearest river where your spirits are comfortable to receive that offering. And if that is the case, why their asses can't come to America? Why my spirits can't come to America? They can. Because if you're saying that this spirit is following me, that means that the spirit can move locations to receive an offering and go back. So that means that stuff could be done over here. You don't have to visit Africa if you don't have all that information that they're requesting of you to do the appeasements. Don't feel limited. Don't feel backed into a corner. Don't feel, uh, destitute, like you have no hope. Oh man, I can't do the appeasement because I don't know it. No. Calm down. Be still and know that God is God. Talk to your spirit guides. Talk to your higher self. Talk to your ancestors. And say, listen, I hear what this spiritualist is saying, but listen, first of all, I ain't got the money to be traveling to Africa, to some place that I have never been before in the physical. Number two, I don't trust these folks. I don't know them. Yes, what they said was accurate, but it's too much scamming going on right now. So I don't trust these folks. Number three, I don't even know where my father's ancestral village is or my mother's ancestral village is. I don't know. So, spirits, if what they're saying is true, listen, I have a local beach. If it's a water spirit, I have a local beach. Listen, I'm going to call you over here on this day, and I'm going to be doing my appeasements to you there. Your spirits will come. They will understand. And watch this. Even if, for whatever reason, because spirits do fight over territory, that is true, right? Even if that is the case, the local water spirits in your area will get the energy of the offering to the spirits over there in Africa. It will still work. You see, we as indigenous people, as descendants of Africans, we have to have this can-do attitude. We have to have this resilient attitude. We have to have this there is always another way attitude. Do not let these traditionalists make you feel insufficient or insecure or feel like you can't do it unless you do it their way. No, that's all they know. But you over here in the Americas, so there is another way. Hello, somebody. Your spirits will receive what you have and what you have access to. Cut it out, right? I don't have to pray with native chalk, native white chalk, unzu, if I can't get it. I can go to my local botanica and pray with cascarilla, powdered eggshells, and still get the same results. Stop playing with me. Stop playing in my face. Do you understand? Another thing I would like to say to you in this video, now this is some bonus information. Spirit just brought it back to my remembrance. Again, if you are like myself and you're centuries removed from Africa, because see, you have to understand these people that we're getting consultations from in Nigeria or in different parts of Africa, you got to understand they're born there and they've been there for centuries. So, of course, their ways and methods of doing things are going to work for them. It's going to resonate better because it's their culture. It's not your culture. Yes, you are a descendant of Africa, but you weren't born there. So it is not your culture. It's still foreign to you. You are reverting your spirituality. But listen to me. If you are centuries removed from Africa, you must understand, though you are a descendant of Africa, you've been many things in between. See, so you may look black, but you may have a high percentage of European blood in you, Greek blood, Asian blood, Native American blood, huh? East Indian blood in you. So that means that you're mixed. Those people that are born in Africa that are doing these consultations for us, they have a much higher percentage of African blood than you do. So that African stuff is always going to resonate much better, much faster for them, much more intense because it's their culture. Well, you've been removed for centuries, so you're mixed. Hello, somebody. So you could be black and resonate with some Greek deities, huh? Some Norse deities, some Asian deities, the Hindu pantheon. Hello. You are many things now. So you actually have a much broader palette spiritually to work from. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't limit yourself. Always remember this, and I'll leave you with this. Spirituality is a very individualized experience, and don't ever lose sight of that. Do you understand? This is Master Voyager. If you'd like your own spiritual consultation, look in my description box. All of my information on how to get that done is there. I would love to open my oracles, throw my cowrie shells, cut my tarot and my oracle cards for you. I love you very much. Please remember to like, hit that bell, turn your notifications on, share this video with somebody who you know might need it, and share your comments and thoughts. Peace and blessing, y'all.